Hello, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome to episode 67 of Raise the Halt. Now, since our last episode where we had that wonderful comeback against Liverpool in the 2-2, you can see we've played a few games, mixed results, but lots and lots of goals, which of course you can see at the end of the episode in Goals of the Month, so make sure you check them out, because there was a few good ones. You can see we started with a 4-0 win against Newcastle. This was just an awesome first half. You can see we were 4-0 up at halftime, never really looked back. We gave a couple of young players a go. Callum Mosley came off the bench, the Boob, of course, and Amazovic as well, just to give rest to some of the key players. But yeah, 4-0. The game was won in the first half, and that was a really, really good performance. Then we had AC Milan at home in the Champions League. This was, again, just a solid performance against a good team. Stemenkovic, which was, I think, his first goal for the club, and James Wilson with the goals. 2-0 job done, and onwards we go. Then we had Chelsea in the Premier League. Now, this was a really frustrating game. We were the better team. You can see they went in front early, a bit of a Golini howler yet again. The Boob equalised for us. Then Conrad Lima, just after half-time, I just told him not to get a second yellow card. Did a bit of a Balotelli, got a second yellow card. It was down to 10 men, and then you can see 90th minute, we conceded from a corner. It was absolutely gutting. Really disappointing not to come away with anything from the Chelsea game. Then we had Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup. Of course, we put the kids out, and look at this. Callum Mosley with the double for his first goals for the club. Wonderful stuff from him. Overall, though, we made really, really hard work of this. We had to bring Roberts off the bench to try and save us. Matching doesn't really show it there, but he did actually do quite well for us. But Callum Mosley, as I said, 2 goals, got us into extra time, and then a good Alex goal won it and sent us through to the next round. And you can see at the bottom here, we've got Leicester in the quarterfinals. That is the game we'll look to show on the channel. So today we're going to have Wolves in the league, and then AC Milan, the return fixture in the Champions League. Let's have a look at the league table, see how things look there. You can see we're ahead of Wolves. We're just behind them in the league in 7th. Only 3 points out of 3rd. It doesn't look great right now, but if you consider we've played Arsenal, Manchester United, and Chelsea all the way from home, so it could be a lot worse. We've got a number of the tough fixtures out of the way, and of course, Champions League, we're sitting on top with 6 points. With 9 points. Ajax with 6 and Milan with 3. Any sort of result today against Milan, and I'm happy to say that we are through. It's just a matter of then and whether we top the group or not. So the team we have going out to face Wolverhampton, it's more or less our strongest team. We have Golini in goal, Van Drongelen, Magnanelli and Kone at the back, Davies and Stemenkovic down the wings, Ali, Lima in midfield with Roberts, Cameron and Wilson up top. We do have Luis Felipe on the bench, as well as Gonzalez and the Boo. We're going to try and keep the squad a little bit fresh here ahead of AC Milan. So I'm hoping Luis Felipe will definitely play against Milan. It's just a matter of whether it's Roberts or Ali that drop out. Okay, so we can see how Wolves are lining up. Let's see what we do here. Rebrov says we're expected to get a result here. Let's go with, all right, we're the favourites. Didn't work as well as it possibly could have. Khan, we have faith. Didn't work for Golini. Golini as well, I should say. He's getting to the point where he's on very thin ice with me here. As I said, he's let another flapper in against Chelsea, and Pereira is on the way back from a broken arm, and I think we could be making a change there. All right, of course, the local derby here against Wolves at Villa Park. Hopefully we can replicate that wonderful 4-1 win from a couple of weeks ago in real life. Gone a little bit downhill for them from Villa, hasn't it? But boy, was that game worth it. Good tackle from Stemenkovic, setting the tone early, 14 seconds in. Let's see, we've had none of the ball, which isn't great. Let's give them some encouragement. Here we go. Oh, so close to a penalty. Roberts knocks it in. Cameron down to Dele Alli. Oh, has he missed? How has he missed? Oh, Dele. Unbelievable. Give them some encouragement here when we can. Any second now. Any second. There it is. All right, so we're doing okay. We've had more of the ball now. We have settled into the game. We've had the shots on goal. We just need to put the ball in the net, don't we? Let's go with a push forward. It's a strange one, this Wolves team, because they were right up there at the start of the league season, and you can see that they've dropped down more or less with us, as I said, but we've had quite a few tough fixtures away from home. So it's difficult to know exactly what to make. Let's try demand more coming into half-time here. Right, Ben Davies with the corner. It's not a great corner. Patrick Roberts retrieves it, knocks it into the back post. Wilson, he's there. It's flapped out. Wilson still at a third time. Go on, Sam. I feared the worst, that we weren't going to get it in, but as they say, third time's the charm, and Wilson has eventually knocked it in. The keeper should have done better there. That's a good save. And then finally, a little bit of luck. Looks like it bounced off the defender. But yeah, we'll take that and run, because we have definitely deserved to go in at half-time in front. So this should be coming into the break now. We can see match ratings from the players aren't fantastic. But match stats-wise, I think we've done okay. So let's see what we can do here. It's going to be a case of, let's see. I don't want to say don't get complacent. Let's go with we're not pleased, just calmly. We don't need to yell at them because we are in front, but it hasn't been great. Certainly not many highlights either. So let's hope for a little bit more in this half. Dele Alli, first half miss early in the game. That was not good, was it? If we can get ourselves a bit of a lead here, it would be a good opportunity to rest some players ahead of AC Milan as well. I'm thinking maybe Conrad Lieber is going to be suspended, isn't he? Because he got sent off against AC Milan last time, I think. He's got 2 red cards already, Conrad Lieber, this season. It's the second one. I did fine him a week's wages and gave him a little talking to, because I think he's vice captain now when Corahan left, and we just can't have one of our leading players getting himself sent off. Obviously, we've got to see what we can come from here. Wilson, go! It was almost too easy. Stamenkovic, nice little flick on. Roberts finds Stamenkovic. Look how much space he had. And then put it on an absolute plate for Wilson, who could not miss. So that's a really good goal, isn't it? Had knocked down from Cameron, down to Roberts. Roberts finds Stamenkovic in acres of space, and then Wilson to finish it all off for us. Okay, so let's give them a concentrate here. And then we'll start, any second now, we'll start to look at some potential changes. If we can get a change at 3-0, of course, that would be even better. Wilson with a turn, he knocks it in. No, it's cleared. Dele Alli back out to, was that Wilson? Cuts inside. Look at Stamenkovic in space. He finds him. We know Cameron's good in the air. Can he pick him out? It's gone to the back post. Not a great cross. Conrad Lima. Decent effort from Conrad Lima, wasn't it? Okay, so let's look to rest some players here. I think Stamenkovic does a lot of work, and we really want to make sure he's fit for AC Milan. So we'll take him off for Bree. I don't really want to take Wilson off while he's on a hat-trick. Let's give him maybe a little bit more time to see if he can get the hat-trick, and then we might look to bring the boob on. The other one we could, of course, look to do is Mings. We could do Mings for Ben Davies as well. Let's do that. Keep Ben Davies as fresh as possible. We'll give it. You got 5 more minutes to get your hat trick, Wilson. Otherwise, you are coming off. Come on. All right, this could be his chance. Throw in Mings into Lima. Can Lima turn back to Mings? Can he find a cross? He can. Jordan Cameron. Oh, it's a terrible header. It just looks like he got under it, doesn't it? All right, so let's take Wilson off for the boob. We'll play the boob as an advanced forward and carry on. I should say, too, the boob is now being classed as a wonder kid, which is amazing that we have a wonder kid at the club. So I do want to try and make sure we keep giving him minutes, just to make sure he develops into the world-class player he has the potential to become. What a header that is! Oh, how have we not scored? Cameron at the near post. What was a really good header. Leicester's losing. Now, Leicester were in third, I think, weren't they, in the league? The boob finds out to Mings. It's got 10 seconds here. It's probably a full-time highlight, but can we nick one more? Cameron... No, it's just not there for him. Dele Alli, go on, son. Dele Alli off the post. You've got to say Ali's missed two really, really, really good chances this game. But this should be it now, surely. There it is. That's a good, solid win, isn't it? 2-0 at home. We dominated the game. We should have probably won by a lot more, if we're being honest with ourselves. But we will take that. Yeah, okay, we've played well. Let's not get complacent, though. I like that. And let's go get Milan. Aston Villa hammer Wolves 2-0. It's maybe a little bit harsh on Wolves, isn't it? But it was certainly a comfortable win. You see, that puts us back up into third. Tottenham have a game in hand, but that's more where we want to be looking. And like I said, look at the games that we've played here. If you look down the list there, we've played Chelsea away, Liverpool away, Arsenal away, and Manchester United away. So we are not in a bad position given those fixtures and those results. So just wait right there, and we'll be back to wrap up, hopefully, Champions League progression against AC Milan. Okay, here we go. Away to AC Milan. A visit to the San Siro. Always a treasured experience, isn't it? So you can see they are the favourites, which is, they're at home, so it's probably fair. And this is the team that we're going with. Golini in goal, Van Drongelen, Magnanelli and Kone, Davies and Stam and Kovic. Luis Felipe is coming in for Dele Alli with Conrad Lima in midfield. Then Roberts, Cameron and Wilson up top. Now, just to clear up why with Zelor and Callum Mosley, they played in the under-19s against AC Milan. I gave them both a game in that. Unfortunately, the team lost 1-0, so that isn't great. And of course, Josh Crampton, our other youth prospect named after you guys, he's currently on loan at Oldham. He's doing fine, but that's where he is, and we hope to have him back next season, ready to challenge Ben Davies for that first team spot. So we can see at Milan, they're lining up, as I said, more or less as expected, very similar to how Wolves played against us last game, actually. Courage to pick up where we left off. I don't like that as a team talk. Let's come on, show me what you can do to keep our run going. And then, of course, the old calm, we have faiths. And let's go get a win, guys. All right, Champions League anthem ringing in our ears. Let's see what we can do here. Hopefully, Conrad Lima, we can keep 11 men on the pitch. That would be an excellent start. Can we win that? We can. Magnanelli, well done. Can we find a pass? Wilson up to Ben Davies. Can we get a ball to the back post? To Jordan Cameron. Jordan Cameron's coming in. Go off the post. Or technically the crossbar, but you know what I mean. Oh, damn. What a start that would have been. 90 seconds into the game. We've got the corner. Not a great corner from Ben Davies. We get the throw. Maybe we can have another go from the throw in, or it's just going to be end of highlight. It's the end of the highlight. Oh, that's so disappointing. Let's give them a concentrate. Just make sure we don't get excited by that start. We have started very brightly, though, haven't we? All right, let's see. Roberts from the free kick. Oh, just over. He is quite good at free kicks, old Paddy Roberts. All right, let's give them some encouragement here. What's happening here? Bonucci with the free kick. Can we win this ball back, or is it going to be an AC Milan chance? I did say before the doubleheader against Milan that I would take 4 points from them in terms of the group stage. But having won the first one, you'd like to maybe think, oh, it's a terrible shot. Maybe think that we could go and do a double over them. A point isn't bad by any means for us here. It gives us 10. That should get us out of the group, and then we'll just be battling it with Ajax to see who can top it. Roberts, can he find a ball into the back post? I was looking for a ball to the back post. I think the AC Milan defence was as well. I completely choked on words and mumbled something. Wilson at the near post is what I think I tried to say, because there he was and knocked it in for an early lead. What is really good. So let's give them a concentrate now. It is a little bit too soon yet. We'd like to get them just to sort of Italian team this game and just try and slow it down and not make any mistakes. We just need to be comfortable in defence. Speaking of defence, Kone in explicit. What a goal. Well, Wilson has completely taken the shine off me for not being able to say inexplicably. What a goal that is. Nice flick on from Cameron. Round the defender, and look at that for finish. That's up there. That's going to be a goal of the season contender, isn't it? That is a really, really good goal. So that's 2-0. Okay, let's give them a concentrate now. Let's not give them one of the goals back, please. I had a horrible feeling that was going to get blown up for a penalty there. Come on, win that, Davies. It's right there. It's sitting there with an invitation on it for you. Conrad Lima picks up the pass. Back to Van Drongelen. Out to Ben Davies. Can we build something here? It's a crossfield ball for Cameron to knock down. Oh, he's done well there against two men. Couldn't quite direct the header. It looked like he won it, didn't it? It may have just been. Oh, let's not let him get a ball in here. Win that header. We have. Can we get the second ball? Oh, he's in acres of space. Oh dear. That's why we needed to concentrate. That is probably the risk of playing wingbacks, is that the man at the back post is not always going to be marked. But look at that. Is that Ben Davies there? He got absolutely sucked into the ball and left his man. That's not not the best defending we will see, is it? It was quite horrible, if we're being honest. It's not as though he was, down the field from attacking. He was back there. He was just chasing the ball like a 6-year-old. So he's given the ball away again there, and we may have to consider Ben Davies' future in this game, because if they get back to 2-2 that quickly, Ben Davies has just gone again. What is he doing? How have they missed that? All right, we need to have a look at what Ben Davies' instructions are here, because I'm pretty sure run around like a headless chicken is not one of them. We might need to tell him to mark just mark your man. That's all we really need you to do there, Mr. Davies. He doesn't need to be doing everybody's defending. All right, we're still 2-1 up, so it's not, despite Ben Davies' efforts, we are still in front. All right, they are absolutely roaring back into this, aren't they? We might... What can we look to do here? Can we get a foot in somewhere here? Davies is sticking to his man now. Wilson's left here. Our left side is absolutely woeful. Van Drongelen's cut that up nicely, though. Lima up to Ben Roberts. Can we launch a counter-attack here? Back up to Wilson. He's got a lot of men around him. Can he find Ben Davies? He can. Back down to Wilson. Back down the line there, son. There's the pass. He finds him. Can he get a ball in? He can. It's Patrick Roberts. Oh, should have scored again. We've had a number of golden opportunities, and we're just not putting them away right now. And we've seen one Ben Davies brain explosion, and this could be back on level terms. Conrad Lima's not having his best game, but he's still on the field, so that's something. 8 shots to 6, 5 on target. I mean, they've scored with their only shot on target, so from that sense, we can consider ourselves a little bit unlucky. But, okay, let's... All right, you've played well, there's still room for improvement. And then... Told Felipe he's not been great. He's been anonymous, actually, hasn't he, Mr. Felipe? There's more to come from Mr. Cameron. Yeah, and I think we'll just get back out there. There really is no reason why we shouldn't go on and get the points here. We're just getting done down the wings a little bit. Stamenkovic, that's a good tackle if it's not a foul. I'm really happy with Stamenkovic so far. I think he's proving to be a really good signing. Magnelli as well. I mean, he's a defender, so you prefer not to see much of him. But the fact that we're not seeing much of him would suggest that he is doing a really good job as well. Look at Stamenkovic, such good pace. Ball over the top. Can we win that? We can't. Magnelli's there. Can he get a tackle in? Golini, he hasn't let it go straight through him this time, so we've got to consider that progress. Let's give them a concentrate. I'm beginning to just think that something here isn't working. We're going to have to make a change. Cameron at the near post doesn't really get it clear, but stops it going through the first attempt. It's a good tackle, that one. We just need to keep our heads here. We're not doing particularly well in midfield, though, are we? So what we might look to do here... Roberts is not having his best game, so we'll bring Ali on for him. I think we might look to sit Lima. We'll do that. We'll do Dele Alli box to box. We will do Luis Felipe as an advanced playmaker. And see, hopefully, this will swing the game back our way. Okay. Wasn't what I meant to say to Dele Alli. I wanted to give him say we have faith, not there's no pressure. But hopefully, maybe with no pressure on his shoulders, he'll go out there and put on a performance for us. Magnanelli's read that nicely. Can he keep the ball back to Golini? Out to Vendrongelen. Can we build something from the back here? Dele Alli got Davies in a bit of space there. Wasn't a bad pass. It either needed to come in for Wilson or go over the top for Davies. It was kind of a in-between ball, wasn't it? That's a good pass in for Wilson. We still have Davies there getting forward. Nicely done. Back into Felipe. Another ball forward. Couldn't quite find the target. There's a good pass in for Cameron. Oh, what a pass that is. Wilson should have done better with that. You've got to find the target. That was a nice little bit of play, though, wasn't it? Cameron is beginning to look tired. I wonder if there's a change we could make there. Let's give them some encouragement here. Oh, that's an early ball forward. Wonderful for Wilson. Can he finish it off? Go on, Wilson. He's done it. Five goals this episode for James Wilson. What a superstar. And what a goal. Look at that ball from Luis Felipe. We have been training Wilson on composure in front of goal, and it seems to be paying off. With a finish like that, that is absolutely brilliant. So that should hopefully wrap the game up for us. Let's look. Cameron is now on a booking as well, so let's just look to take him off. We'll bring on the boob. We'll play him as a complete forward on support, so he just comes a little bit deeper for us. And hopefully he can link up with Wilson from a deeper position. Gives us one more sub. Davies is looking tight, as is Stojankovic. Our next game is Fulham. I think I was saying before when Wilson scored his second that Kone's been called up by Ivory Coast for some reason, but not the boob. I don't really know. Anyway, so we're going to lose Kone for the next few games, which will be likely in between episodes, so it's not going to necessarily affect what you watch. But yeah, it's a little bit annoying, so I'm not quite sure how we're going to fill that defensive hole that he leaves. We have Cadden, we have Ahmedzovic as well, so we'll manage, but it's not ideal. That's a good pass in, though. Oh, what's happened there? That is a howler from Golini's top shelf, that one. I have no idea what's happened. It's like the defender's gone to clear it. Oh, he's cleared it into his own man. Well, that's a little bit unlucky, isn't it? You think the goalkeeper probably should have had enough time to react and do a little bit better than that. But that's 4-1 at the San Siro. We've got that clear. Oh, we're going to let a second in here. Oh, we've got lucky. We can clear it. But we did get a little bit lucky there. We have another sub to make, so let's make it. I think we should probably... Should we race to our feet and cheer Wilson off? I think that's probably the sensible thing to do. And then we'll just switch those two around. What a performance. This episode, not just tonight either, not just this particular game, but the episode as a whole. Wilson with 5 goals. Have you seen like a better string of performances from a player? I don't in this series. I don't think we've seen better than that. That's a good ball to back post. The boob. Oh, just kept out by Donnarumma. 5-1 would be a little bit generous to us, wouldn't it? But we will take 4-1 on the road in the Champions League. That's 12 points from 12, and that should see us through the group. We can't be anything other than just absolutely happy with that. There it is, 4-1 away from home. It does mean we qualify for the knockout rounds, and Ajax has not yet played, so we don't know how that's going to play out. That must have been the early kickoff that we had. So what we'll do, obviously, that's the end of this episode today. So thank you very much for watching. We'll come back next time. We have to see Ajax in the Champions League, don't we? The one other side of that, we'll do Huddersfield as the other side. So we'll do Ajax and Huddersfield next episode. As I said, that's it though. If you've enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. Give James Wilson a thumbs up, if nothing else. If you're new, subscribe. As I said, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you very much for watching. And here are our goals of the month, including 2 from Callum Mosley for October. We'll catch you next time. Take care.
Love is what's missing. Love is what's missing.